Take a slow breath in and let it out gently. Tonight, you will hear a true story. A story about a man who faced the ocean, faced war, faced darkness, and still refused to break. In 1917, a boy was born in California. His name was Louis Zamperini. He was not a quiet boy. He was full of energy. He ran everywhere, fast and free. As he grew, his speed became more than a habit. It became a talent. He became a runner, a strong runner, a runner so fast he made it to the Olympics. But life had other plans for him. When World War II began, Louis joined the Air Force. He became a bombardier. Flying above the Pacific Ocean. One day, he and his crew were on a mission. The plane had a mechanical problem. The sky was clear, but the ocean below was vast. Suddenly, the plane began to fall. The crash happened quickly. The plane hit the water. The noise was loud. The world went dark. Louis survived, but the story was just beginning. He and two other men survived the crash. They were in a small life raft. No food, no water, no rescue. Just the ocean. The sun burned their skin. The nights were cold. The sea was endless. Every day felt like a test. You can imagine the fear. You can imagine the doubt. You can imagine the thought that said, maybe this is the end. But Louis did not allow that thought to win. He made a decision. I will survive. I will keep going. And so he did. Days passed, then weeks. The sun was harsh. The thirst was intense. The hunger was deep, but Louis stayed calm. He knew that panic would destroy him. He kept his mind focused. He watched the sky. He watched the sea. He watched the birds. He looked for any sign of rescue. During those days, he did something powerful. He did not just survive physically. He survived mentally. He repeated a quiet promise to himself. I will not give up. I will stay alive. And that promise became his strength. After 47 days, the rescue finally came, but the story was not over. Louis returned home, but the war was not finished. He was captured by the Japanese army and became a prisoner of war. The conditions were harsh. The hunger returned. The pain returned. He was forced to work hard. He was treated unfairly. He was watched, controlled, and beaten. Many prisoners did not survive, but Louis did. He survived again, and once again. It was not only because of his body. It was because of his mind. He refused to let the darkness inside him. He refused to let the hatred win. He held on to hope. He thought about his family. He thought about the life he wanted to return to. He thought about the future. He focused on what he could control. He controlled his thoughts. He controlled his attitude. He did not allow the situation to destroy his spirit. After the war ended, Louis returned home, but he did not return as a peaceful man. He returned with pain. He returned with anger. He returned with trauma. He suffered. He struggled. But he did not stop. He searched for healing, and he found something that changed his life. He chose forgiveness. Forgiveness is not easy. Forgiveness is not weakness. Forgiveness is strength. Louis chose to forgive his enemies. He chose to let go of the hatred inside him. He chose peace, and that decision changed everything. This true story teaches you something important. You may not be facing an ocean. You may not be in a war, but you are facing your own struggles. You may be tired. You may feel lost. You may feel like you are stuck, but you are still here, and that means you are stronger than you think. Take a slow breath. Feel your body relax. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers. You only need to keep going, one step, one breath, one moment at a time. You may feel weak today, but strength is not always loud. Sometimes strength is quiet. Strength is the decision to continue. Strength is the choice to keep your mind calm. Strength is the ability to survive your own storm. Now, as you listen to this story, you may feel something shift inside you, a small spark, small reminder that you are capable, that you are resilient, that you can continue. And remember this truth. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to be brave enough to continue. And you are. You are here. You are still moving. That is your victory.